Hello again. This is the Waterman. This is part 3 to the pipeline of God. Okay, here it goes. Hello again. This is the Waterman. This is part 3 to the pipeline of God. Okay. Now, just as a little example of the depths in Matthew chapter 7, verse 13 and 14. I mean, it's throughout, but just as trying to describe these pictures is just so immense, and it just keeps expanding. I'm going to do just a little bit more. I'm going to start into this first. Now, we're still in John chapter 4, but just to try to do this. Now, I read the last one. In part 2, I did like a translational comparison. Read like 17 different translations of verses 13 and 14 of Matthew chapter 7. Okay, I said this a little bit more on it, but my goodness, there's such depths in this, and it's all throughout. Okay, as God opens it up more and more, it's just like that in that singularity when it explodes out, man. It can go. It's a living word. It's telling you it's God's promises to you. As you greenlight it, it's, oh my goodness, and it's lifting you up to God's superior way. If you twist it to your own destruction, you interpret it with a red way. See there? I'm going to that, going wrong. Oh! You're spinning to the left on that right-handed thread. That spiraling staircase goes up, God, and you're going down. You'll be going down the shedder, down your own, seeing, hearing, taste, that's your spell with your own ego in control. Don't listen to that false accuser or that diabolos, that false accuser inside you. That's your own stinking thinking. Or that sucker giver, that Satanist, that imposter of light, telling you this is the way, walk you in it, and it's the wrong way. It's both of your own carnal life is enmity against God. It's directly opposed to you going towards and into God. Because that against right there is ice. 15:19. Okay? In the concordances, okay? It's ice means towards and into, indicating the point reached or entered. Which way are you trying to reach or enter? Going back into God's righteousness, putting on the wedding garments of God, coming closer to becoming one, E-N, and S-way in God, or are you going down your own crap, becoming one with your own poop thinking? Man, you don't want to do that. Okay, I'm going to show you. We're going to touch the first word in this. Let me read those two verses again. And just to show you, in this Matthew chapter 7, verse 13 and 14, we'll read them out of the King James Version. Enter ye in at the strait gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Verse 14. Because strait is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few be that find it, and few there be that find it. Hard to read that King James language. It's just a translation. Okay, now, hang on just a minute. Now this first word, I start breaking it down. Oh my goodness. I got two pages of notes on the first word, and I didn't write down nowhere near all that I was getting. The first word that they translate as enter ye in. Comes from 1525, and it's a compound word coming from two words. in the Koine Greek. Okay? And it's eiserchomai. This word right here. Let me turn this up so you can hear it.
Strong's G1525. Eiserchomai.
Right. It comes from ice and erchomai. Okay? Now, let me give you a little example of what the depths are in this. Oh my Lord. And this is by no means exhaustible. Oh my goodness. It's the living word. It comes out, as God opens your ears, your seeing, hearing, taste, touch, and smell, to see, to hear, to taste, touch, and smell. Christ in control, and not the red way of thinking, not your own ego in control, because it will twist it out to your own destruction. Okay? I'll give you a couple examples here a little bit. I'm trying to be ordered in this. Let me get this jacket off. I was outside for just a minute, feeding and petting on my kitty, and it's about 19 out there, so I put a little jacket on, but I'm getting too hot now. Let me get this off. About like a straight jacket almost. Now, in this eiserchomai, it's a verb, okay? It comes from ice and erchomai. Ice is 1519. Okay, let me break this down. It's ice 1519. And notice EIS. It's a primary preposition, and it means to, toward, and into, indicating the point reached. Remember, in the eye of these storms, you have to make a decision. The storm in your life, the pressures and the fiery trials are on you in many different forms. God's given you an opportunity to be reasonable, sit His way, agree with Him in hot pursuit emphatically, come back up and let Him give the increase, pull you out of that crap thinking a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, right? 1 to 2 to 4 to 8 to 16, right on up. Habitually practice. As you diligently seek Him, He's rewarding you. And you're gaining experience. That relationship with Him is growing. You're putting on the wedding garments, the covering of God in your mind. Not polishing the outside of your cup with your own poop thinking and thinking that's good. That stuff stinks. Don't want to taste it, don't want to see it, don't want to hear it, don't want none of that crap. That's your ego in control. Ooh, yuck. That stuff's got to be chopped out, skimmed out, way out. Burned up by God's refining fire and His consuming fire. Fire's good, not bad, if it's used properly. God is a fire. In this sense, in your mind, right? It's like radioactive to that fleshly thinking. Radioactivity is eating up that flesh. Eating up that fleshly thinking, right? Now, so this ice is going towards and into either your red way or your green way, whichever way you make your decision. If you do it out of your tree of knowledge, what you think is good and bad, not trusting in God, but you're trusting in your old false king, that squatting king inside you, then you go left hand spin, you're going down your own pooper, right down into the poop. Oh no! Right? You do the other way and it's coming back up, you're going to the right way, going to God. You're grabbing on emphatically in hot pursuit, you're green lighting God with everything you got. You are the greatest God. You're in submission to God's will. You're on your knees. You're prostrating yourself, laid out flat, worshiping at the feet of Jesus. Yahweh is salvation. I agree. Yes, sir. Amen. Let's do it. I want all that you got for me, Daddy. And it's green lighting. God gives the increase. And you're coming on up, back into God, right? Back to this 2 towards and into, indicating the point reached or entered. Are you going the poop way, red way, or the green way up to God's righteousness? You putting on the wedding garments of God, or you putting on this false spray tan, this white bone bullshit thinking? Your choice. Which one's more profitable? Okay? Now that's ice. This word, eiserchomai, that they translate as enter ye in. Just the first word in this that they translate. Oh my goodness, this is incredibly deep. Okay? The more that you know that you don't know. Oh my goodness. You're looking at that ball from many different angles. There's an infinite amount of angles. It's not all just studied here. You gotta go out and experience it. Oh my goodness, Father God. That's where all this thalipsis, pressures, tribulations, calamities, all these decisions to become a king in the ruling realm of God, come up higher in God, you gotta make decisions. And these decisions are in the hard stuff in there. Not just easy peasy, wimpy whippy. No, you're being a hefty. You're getting denser and denser in God. If you green light, you go the red way, you're getting worse and worse. Lightweight bull crap. Oh yuck, you can't get all that stuff on your own might and power at all. That tree of knowledge of good and evil is just plumb ridiculous to think that you're going to cheat God and you're just plumb ludicrous. Oh yuck, that's terrible thinking. I'll give you some examples here in a little bit, hopefully. Or hopefully I can get them on this one recording. Okay, well that's ice. First part of the compound word of eiserchomai. Now erchomai is from 2064, the second part of this word. Yeah, it's a verb. Eiserchomai, it's a verb, okay? And the erchomai comes from 2064. Let me have it pronounced. It's ERCHOMAI, this word. It's a verb also.
Strong's G 2064. Eiserchomai.
Right.
Eiserchomai.
And it's the middle voice of a primary verb, used only in the present and imperfect tenses. Right? In the imperfect tenses, it's speaking of a past tense, and it's used to describe an unfinished action. Like God is doing this continuously in you. He's providing the way, the truth, and the life to come back. Be reasonable. Sit my way. God's faithful. Not like any person that says, well, we'll do it. Then you never see hide or hair. They'll maybe see you coming and turn and walk the other way. Oh, man, I told him I'd do it, but I couldn't get out here. That's just a little bit thing. Good, God's doing it, and He will do it. But you got to agree with Him in hot pursuit. You can't be like red lighting God. Doing your old red or dynamic ways, you're not green. You got to go agree in hot pursuit, emphatically. Follow Him with everything you got. Alright, that's a requirement. Alright? God's the same yesterday, today, and forever. I, the Lord, change not, right? Let's read a little bit about this real quick. We'll get back to this. In this eiserchomai, just a minute, speaking of persons to come from one place to another, use both of persons arriving and returning. God's remembering your thinking back into Him. He's returning in your clouds, in your overcoming clouds of your mind. Not this external crap. Oh, by way, old glory. some sweet day. No. Inside, you got to do what is that requirement. In those pressure situations, in the storms of your life, you agree with God. And He's increasing you. You're coming up higher. Each time on that spiraling staircase, you're going right turns. Huh? You're not going left and turning, sinking deeper in your own bullcrap thinking. Right? Alright, now let's go here. I just touched on that. It's God's appearance, or make one's appearance in here. I'm reading a few of these to appear, okay? Come before the public. God's bringing Himself out of you. And this is eiserchomai. They're going to enter you in. This is a verb, okay? Now, let me go here to this one place, and let's read just a little bit. Let me get here to this. Now go to the last book in the Old Testament, okay? Chapter 3 of Malachi. Okay? Oh my goodness. That whole chapter, that 18 verses, is incredible. I encourage you to read it. Think about what I've been teaching. Oh my goodness, this is such eye-opening stuff. If you have the Spirit, if you can see, hear, taste, touch, or smell with the Spirit, oh my goodness, this is chopping out, skimming out, way out. God, you're giving me opportunity. Oh my goodness, you are the greatest. Now, we'll read just a few verses in that, and then you can continue. Okay? I'll tell you what, I'm just going to read verse 6. You can read the other 18. I mean, all 18 verses, because my goodness, it's so powerful. I know I'll get carried away. And I won't get accomplished. I'll have to do multiple recordings to even come close to getting this. Yeah, my wife's going to, seriously. Sure. Okay, now I'm just going to read it for you out of the King James and the New King James Version. Just verse 6. Please read this, study it, get down in it, get as much as you want, much as you can, and keep doing it. Okay? Now, Malachi chapter 3, verse 6 in the King James Version. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob, that trickster, is trying to trip you up in existing back into God, walking back into God, is tripping you up so you can't walk, you can't live, can't exist. You don't make the right decision. It's trying to get you to twist all the truth to the red way. So you're doing a left hand spin, so you're going down into your own righteousness. Okay? Little tidbit there. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed. I think I probably quoted that a few times. See? Now let's read that out of the New King James. For I am the Lord, I do not change. Therefore, you are not consumed. O sons of Jacob. You're not saying a son of God, it's saying a son of Jacob, the trickster, Hilgrim, the natural beast nature. At 666, you're identifying with your own humanistic thinking. Beast nature. Spin you to the left, twist it to your own destruction, twisting it, spin. Oh, plop. Right? Alright. Oh my goodness, I have a great urge just to go in. Oh my, start breaking it down, but we gotta keep focused a little bit. There's gotta be some stuff for you to do too. Okay? There's plenty. Okay? Now, in this eiserchomai, to go in, to come into, go into God. The eiserchomai, and He's coming back in you. It's returning inside you, in your mind. It's reassembling your mind in this relationship builder. Not this false stuff out here. No. The kingdom of God does not come with this outward observation. For behold, be totally amazed. Oh man, be in awe. The kingdom of God is within you. This right to rule and this increase into the higher rank in God, coming up higher in God. As you overcome, is within you, in your mind. He's coming inside you. Oh my goodness, like this string theory, it's all the way down the strings. 1 into the negative 35. 1 over top of 1 with 35 zeros after it. And this is a thought process, man, all the way down to the tiniest, unbelievably tiny. But you gotta believe God. And he'll zap. Turn the light on in your mind. It's like coming back to life. Being reassembled by God. God gives the increase. Not by your me, myself, and I, your own righteousness. It doesn't do squat. Okay? Now, I'll read you some notes here I got. And try to give you an example. The red thinking is like being chopped out, skinned out by God as one green lights God emphatically and in hot pursuit. Don't be tricked by that robber that comes only to steal, kill, and destroy, like in John chapter 10, verse 1 through 10. That Jacob nature, that trickster, heel grabber, like in Malachi chapter 3. The whole thing there. It's a trickster. It's not God. God doesn't change at all. He loves you beyond the mere description of words. That child, he's bringing you back so as you're overcoming, you're green lighting him in your clouds inside. That booyah, booyah, booyah. The light's coming on. Zap, zap, zap. He's reassembling himself in you. He's not trying to trick you. This carnal mind, your own stinking thinking, is trying to trick you, manipulate you. Molest your mind, your thinking. It's a trickster. It's a heel grabber. You sons of Jacob, you're being consumed. You're being tricked by your own stinking thinking. Come out of that stuff. Be reasonable. Sit my way. Come out of this stuff. Agree with me emphatically in hot pursuit, right? God's saying that to you. Right? Don't be tricked by your own carnal mind to where you bite it like hook, line, and sinker. Okay? And you twist it to your own destruction. Oh no. Okay? Now, that's to be in double-mindedness. That carnal mind's trying to trick you into double-mindedness, see? To be carnally minded, the carnal mind says, one's in carnal mind says, God is really loves you, but on the contrary, he's going to throw you in hell and 97% of you in hell and torment you worse than any serial killer could possibly ever even dream of doing. They can't do nothing. They don't hold a candle to what God can do to you. And he's going to do it to 97%. That doesn't even match. To God loves you beyond the mere description of words, that he's bringing you out of that pig pen. Like the prodigal son eating the corn there wasn't corn husks over there, but it's grain and stuff. Down in that pig slop. Ooh, your own poop. And pee and mud. Oh, yuck. That the pigs are eating. God's bringing you out of that. Giving you an opportunity to be like the prodigal son and say, man, in my father's house, they've released better than this. Go back to our father's house, and he'll kill the fatted calf and have a great party for you. Celebration. Jubilee. All things are becoming new. He's bringing it back, giving you permanent increases, and you do it over and over and over, just like he's spaghettifying your thought processes right back to him, back into a singularity. Okay? Don't be double-minded into that other stuff. Don't be twisted to your own destruction. Okay? That's some bullshit, man. Throw the bullshit flag on it. That stuff, that sucks. Don't let nobody trick you. Now that beast nature is comforting to a person. It feels safe to you as you be or you exist into your own poop thinking, man, I'm just doing it my own way, my own independent way. I ain't hurting nobody. You're going, woo, right down your own shitter. Because it's not God's way. You're eating the wrong fruit. You're eating from the fruit, the tree of your own knowledge of good and evil. The day that you eat thereof, you shall surely die. You'll be separated from God's way. Like a law of gravity, physics, in the natural, you drop something off a building, it's going down to the earth. Pow! It's going to accelerate, remember that? About 10 meters per second squared. Done went through that. Okay? But this is doing it the red way. You're not going to God that speed. See, you're either going down or up in these storms. Which way are you going? Be reasonable. Let that dust devil and that little tornado-like twist it, bring it from that lower Adamic way up to the higher way. In this confusing, baffling wind. You gotta make a decision. Let that faith be turned into the truth of God. Let God be true. And all that stinking thinking is a liar. That thief, that robber, it only comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Man, kick its butt out and possess that land. Drive that other stuff out and possess the land. Because God's giving you increase. Because He's the power. You can't do it by your own might and power. Just do it by God's Spirit. He's the true strength. Now, it's like being hooked, like a fish being hooked. Hook, line, and sinker by like an artificial lure or even like a worm on a hook. It bites that thing, man, it's hooked. Whack! Being like you get in the quicksand, the more you wrestle with that thing, the more quicker it's sucking you down. Your own poop thinking, your own righteousness, your own true knowledge of good and evil. It's sucking you down. Bow into danger. Gurgle, gurgle. No, grab onto God with all you got. Everything you got, emphatically in hot pursuit. Oh my goodness. That's like when I was out there fishing sometimes. Okay, I'm going to paraphrase this because I got almost the whole page here and I got to get off here shortly. Okay? Gotta segment this, okay? Now, some fish, you catch them, and if you look at them in their mouth, man, they got all kinds of little holes where they've been caught before. Most of the time I just catch them, release them. Right? But there'll be holes in their mouth sometimes, trying to get the hook loose. Right? Now that fish is a beast. If you feed into that beast nature, it's tricked by like that Jacob nature, that hill grabber, that beast nature into biting that hook, line, and sinker, and you're caught. And what does the fish do? It fights. You're fighting it. That's, having the fun, pulling it in. Well, that carnal mind's kind of doing that to you, and you're getting hooked over and over and over, doing the same thing. Was this insanity? Do the same thing over and over and over and expect a different result. Because of the lure, the alluringness, the promise that this is going to be a great meal for you. If you just eat this, you just partake in this thing, you're going to get rich. You're going to get wealth. You're going to be happy forever and ever. And it's never not. Because when you get reeled in, like that fish biting that thing, fighting all the way in, usually can't get loose. That thing they got a good hook on your mouth. Reel it in there. You're probably dead. You're at like that fisherman's mercy, right? You get all kinds of holes in your mouth and stuff, getting caught over and over and over. Man, that fish is dumber than crap. I keep catching it about every day. Put a different lure through it. It's not even a real thing. It ain't getting nothing from that except getting caught. They got like a little bit of, brain, but, huh? Alright? See the similarities? Don't feed into your bullshit thinking. To your own knowledge of good, what looks like a good big juicy frog here, or a good minnow, or a good fishing worm there. Think all the way to going down the shitter. I'm getting caught again. I'm getting caught again. I done did it with my friends. You're gonna put me in the live well, in the boat, and I'm getting really so I'm alright? Don't do that stuff, man. Come out of that insanity. Get the real food from God. Eat from the tree of life and live. Come to the fullness of life in God. Come up higher into His ways. Alright? I get cut off here. I'm about to run out of time. There's more here, but don't be sucked down in that quicksand of your own poop thinking. Come up to God's ways. Grab on to God and come out of that. Green like God. Agree with God. Emphatically in hot pursuit. Amen. I agree. Yes, sir. So be it. I sign on that contract. Hit like, subscribe, comment. Let's get her done. Bye-bye. Okay. Now, I may do a little bit more on that. There's a whole lot more. And there's 2 verses. But I might just leave it for you to do. Have a great day. Bye-bye.